We just got some more big news as it pertains to the upcoming NCAA football game from EA Sports, which is due out in the summer of 2024. Now, I know I've been making a lot of videos on this game lately because there's been a lot of news coming out, whether it be leaks from Matt Brown, whether it be EA themselves talking about it periodically, or whether it's other things in the news like the lawsuit that EA was facing a few months back. If you remember a few months back, there was a big lawsuit involving EA and the Brander Group over the name, image, and likeness for the upcoming NCAA football game. And a lot of people saw this and said, yeah, there's no way this game is coming out. This is going to get messy. But in reality, the game really was never in danger of coming out. It was more so just in danger of maybe not having real name, image, and likeness of players. But the game itself was always still going to come out. Now, after all of the videos I've posted on this over the past few months, there's still a ton of people that seem to think the game isn't coming out, despite EA saying that the game is in fact coming out. And today, this even gets further proved correct as the lawsuit was actually dropped. And this is some really big information because while the game always was going to come out, this was a bit of a hurdle that EA had to get over in terms of name, image, and likeness, because there was still a small chance that maybe they wouldn't be able to get name, image, and likeness into the game for the first iteration of it. They were still going to try to, but there was always that threat because of the lawsuit and because of the messy nature of things and all of the money that's potentially involved, that they might not be able to actually get that done in time for the game to come out. Well, as of today, a lot of things have gotten a lot better as it pertains to that and the game as a whole. The Brander Group and one team resolved their dispute over the EA Sports college football game. On3 has reported that the Brander Group and one team officially resolved their dispute over EA Sports college football. Here's what one team had to say on their website. EA Sports' upcoming college football game has one less hurdle in its production path. The Brander Group and one team partners announced Thursday that they reached a settlement agreement in a lawsuit regarding EA Sports. Earlier this year, the video gaming brand contracted one team partners to facilitate college athletes' likeness for its upcoming 2024 EA Sports college football video game. The Brander Group, which facilitates group licensing opportunities on behalf of student athletes and represents more than 54 Division I institutions, originally argued EA Sports' relationship with one team partners is causing irreplaceable harm to the Brander Group. At the time, the brand management, marketing, and licensing agency said the compensation for student athletes to appear in EA Sports game would be far below market value. Earlier this summer, a source told On3 that the cash pool for athletes was in the $5 million neighborhood, which would pay out to $500 per player. In a joint settlement Thursday, one team partners and the Brander Group said they reached an amicable settlement of their past disputes related to the college group licensing. Most observers agreed that a settlement between one team and the Brander Group would eventually happen. This understanding reinforces their shared vision and commitment towards ensuring the protection and maximization of the name, image, and likeness value of all collegiate athletes. In the wake of this settlement, the parties have agreed to adopt a model that both complements their respective core businesses while separating and operating as completely independent companies. The Brander Group and one team partners have chosen to take this path in the best interest of their organizations, their stakeholders, and most importantly, due to a shared dedication to protecting and promoting the welfare and future prospects of all college athletes. Both organizations firmly believe in the importance of maximizing the value and opportunities available to athletes in the collegiate marketplace. Additionally, one team partners in the Brander Group will collaborate on future initiatives that benefit the athletes and support them throughout their athletic careers. To that end, leaders from both organizations emphasize their unified mission to foster an environment where the collegiate athletes' rights and values are at the forefront of every business opportunity. Now that's great news because that hurdle is now out of the way, and now we can continue on and talk about what this means for NIL with the EA Sports college football game and what else we've learned about the game. Hold up, stop right there. If you like money and you know sports, then you've got to be on Underdog Fantasy. Their pick'em game allows you to choose from a wide variety of player stats, and all you simply have to do is pick higher or lower, and if you know sports at all, this really isn't that hard, and if they hit, you win money. And the best part about Underdog Fantasy is if you sign up using my promo code RAY, R-A-Y, they're going to give you a free play at sign up, and they're also going to double your first deposit up to $100. So at sign up, basically, they will give you a random player that all he has to do is get a single yard. Usually it's a quarterback, sometimes it could be a running back or a receiver, but it'll be a random player to get 1 yard, and if it hits, you win. If you sign up and want to play for this Sunday, it'll be Patrick Mahomes to get a single yard, and on Monday night, it'll be Trevor Lawrence. And no matter when you sign up at any time after, there will always be a free play just like this. Remember, sign up using code RAY to get the free plays and get the $100 deposit match. You just can't beat it. So now that the lawsuits and everything have been settled, EA can officially move forward with the name, image, and likeness plan that they had in place for EA Sports College Football. This will be the first EA Sports College Football game since 2013, and it'll also be the first video game that FBS athletes have been given the opportunity to benefit from their name, image, and likeness. And EA once again confirmed that the game is on track for 2024, meaning this summer coming up, likely July is what we've heard. And in the coming months, we're going to start to find out more about the game in terms of seeing a trailer, some screenshots, and just getting more news about the game. So for all the people that still, for some reason, think the game isn't coming out, for the ones on the channel sometimes that say I'm flat out lying to people, despite EA, IGN, ESPN constantly reporting on this, well, you're going to see in a few months when we start getting some real hardcore info and game trailers for this game. Now, EA came out and said, "We are pleased that the Brander Group has decided to withdraw their claims without any payment from EA. We've been clear from the beginning that this suit has no merit. Our focus continues to be on directly licensing individual college athlete name and likeness rights through an opt-in program that will give college athletes the choice if they want to be in our game. We're pleased to move on with these claims and look forward to delivering EA Sports College Football in summer 2024. There had previously been anticipation that EA would return to the college football market this summer. The brand made the decision a year ago, however, to push the release back until summer 2024. According to EA, everything is still on track for the video game to drop next year. Thursday's news is another step to the release of one of the most beloved video games. Now, what else do we know about the game, and what else have we found out over the last year and a half? Well, for those that haven't been keeping up to date with every video, we know that Dynasty mode is going to be the flagship mode of the game, and they want to make it better than it was in 2014. We know it's going to include things like the updated college football playoff when it drops, the transfer portal, Road to Glory is another big mode that's going to be featured in the game. The game likely will have an ultimate team, seeing as NCAA 14 also had an ultimate team. And we also found out recently from Matt Brown that customization and creation is also going to be a pretty big deal in this game, much bigger than it has been in Madden, which is good to hear. And we also know that Team Builder could possibly be returning. It's not 100% guaranteed, but it's definitely on the table and something that they're actively discussing. But even if Team Builder in its whole glory doesn't return, we can expect something like a created team and definitely more creation than we've seen in Madden. And we also know there's been a heavy emphasis on presentation, atmosphere, pageantry. We know that EA has been in contact with all of these schools to get all of their traditions, their rivalry information, their songs, their crowd chants. Pretty much they want the stadiums to feel as much like real life in the game as they do in actual real life. They want the crowd chants to be on point. They're even licensing certain music that some of the bigger schools play during games or during certain parts of the game. They have the walkout music. They have stuff that they play at the end of the game when they win, and all of that little stuff to really just kind of take it to the next level. We also know things like ESPN is going to be back in the game. We're going to get the ESPN presentation. It's also been said that we're going to get the college game day presentation as well, college game day shows. It's also been said that Kirk Herbstreit is going to be back involved with the game as well, along with other commentators, but we don't know the full list of them, but we do know Kirk Herbstreit supposedly is pretty much confirmed to be back in the game. Now, if you want to know more about some of the bigger features we know about for this game and what to expect, you can check out this video right here on the screen.